Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kristen and this is my June 2023 Ink Flight unboxing. We've got Colorverse. This month we adventure into the stars to explore brilliant constellations, brought to you by South Korea's Colorverse. Each color of the ink project, Volume 5, is named after zodiac constellations. Volume 6 has 3 multicolored pigment pearl glistening hues. You won't need a telescope to see the glorious shading, sheening, and shimmering inks in this flight. Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, Cat's Eye Nebula, oh, Monkey Head Nebula, and Iris Nebula. Okay. Let me take a look at this first. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Oh, it's a magnet. Okay. Okay. This is my pen stand. Nice. It's very sturdy. I like the construction. It feels like a puzzle. So that's the magnet right there. Oof. Every fountain pen has a flex nib at least once. That just looks painful. This is why I don't want to fix my own Pelican. I love this, but it also just like, it hurts to look at a nib that's been sprung like that. Oof. I like how this is, what do you call it? Iridescent? I can't remember the name. I love the colors. Okay, I can't sit here and do this all day. All right, so moving on. This is beautiful, but it also hurts. All right, so the first color is Sagittarius. Depicted as a centaur with a bow and arrow, this constellation resides near the visible Milky Way. The ink color is a pale brownish pink. This is very pale. Ooh. Ooh. After Alpha Sagittarius, we've got Cancer. This represents the giant crab crushed by Hercules in Greek mythology. This ink is a lightly saturated periwinkle blue. Sounds like I'm gonna like it. I wonder how similar this one is going to be to colors like Milky Ocean, Troublemaker Inks Milky Ocean. Looks like it's more of a straightforward blue, like a denim indigo blue. These are very light colored inks. Seems like this is a drier ink. Okay, Aquarius represents the water bearer and is one of the oldest constellations documented. This ink is a deep sheening blue. So yeah, it looks thick. Deep sheening blue. Let's see if this is gonna feel like a lubricated ink. Slightly. Yeah, this is very dark. This is such a dark color. Colorverse Alpha Virgo, tied to fertility and agriculture. The constellation Virgo is represented here as an ink with a bright, bold teal color. Let's see if this Virgo likes the Virgo color. It seemed a bit underwhelming in photos, but I do like my saturated teals. I like it. I think it looks really nice next to Aquarius as well. Next, we've got a shimmer ink, Cat's Eye Nebula. This light pastel green. Wow. Okay, pastel green glitters with a multicolored shimmer that appears like a brass patina. I don't know what to think about this. This is hmm. This is super light. Wow. This might be a bit too light for me. It looks beautiful. This was unexpected that I would really be interested in a green with a coppery shimmer. Like shimmer. What in the world? Wow. This pink and green color is throwing me off, and I like it. So it seems that sometimes I'll get a shimmer, a little bit of shimmer, and other times it's just the simple green. But I think it kind of works for this ink. This looks like it's so difficult to read though. Oh, I'm excited to see this color on a swatch card. We'll see how that looks. This matches my notebook. So I guess it's not a surprise that I like it. It matches the shade. I like the color. Colorverse Monkey Head Nebula. This shading blue ink glistens with coppery violet shimmer. Whoa, okay. I might like this one a lot. I like the base color. Ooh wee. I like this coppery violet shimmer on this base color. All right, so our last ink is Colorverse Iris Nebula. This dusky grayish purple ink shines with silvery multicolored pigment pearl. I really like this one. That was very accurate. Describe it as a silvery, multicolored pigment pearl. I love this one. Are all of the swatches. I love how warm they look, how rich they look on the cream Tomoe River paper. At first I was worried that I was gonna have like all pastel colors, but I really do like the deeper colors here. Virgo is surprisingly nice in person. It's got me thinking about, what is it, California teal? Is it Monteverde California teal? Monteverde iced cookie? And I think I have a couple other ink colors that are pretty similar to this one. This reminds me of Venta Inks. There's a Venta Inks color that's very similar to this one, Cat's Eye Nebula. Monkey Head Nebula is really nice. Oh, I didn't do Iris Nebula on here. I need to add Iris Nebula to this one. Okay, now they've all been swatched. I really love this Iris Nebula. I like the soft blue of the Cancer, of Alpha Cancer. I do love this strong teal. Cat's Eye Nebula was surprisingly nice. This is a color that I really do love. You can see by this color, this cover, that I do like these types of colors. Like all three of them match with this current notebook. Let's take a look at some larger swatches here. Alpha Sagittarius has a little bit of gray tone in this pink swatch here. I like how it looks, but I have a feeling that this one as well as Alpha Cancer are going to be a bit too light for me. It reminds me of like a powdery blue color. It's a powder blue that looks really nice. Colorverse Alpha Aquarius is really deep dark. I wasn't expecting it to be this dark, but it's pretty cool. All right, so I've got all of the dried swatches here. They look so nice together. I really like this color palette. This reminds me of, is it Wearingle's White Rabbit? Very close. Let me take a look at some other ones. Comet SL9, Sea Europa. Interesting. It's like the lighter colors in Jupiter Flyby are pretty similar to the Sagittarius. Kitsune Midori, Mason's Song, Don Quixote, Cream of Earl. Wow. So very close to Wearingle White Rabbit. But I like that the White Rabbit seems to be a little bit more saturated. This may be a bit better for writing. I also like how desaturated Sagittarius is. Iris Nebula. I think this is a bit too desaturated for these purples here. Sailor Yomiku Kyoko. Bashful Blueberries, more saturated. These other ones are much more purple. It kind of gives me the same feelings as Robert Oster Summer Storm, even though Summer Storm it's showing up much more blue on the camera than it is in person. Wearing Gold of Mind is more of a gray color. It looks more blue. Diamond Ghost. See, now this kind of helps me to better understand. This is one of the colors that I really, really appreciated in the Inkvent 2022. Iris Nebula is so very close to Diamond Ghost. Wow. It's very similar to Ferris Wheel Press Bathurst Blue Denim. It just has a shimmer. And it looks to be a little bit more saturated. So very similar. These two are similar. Indigo Bunting Blue. Looks like it's a deeper shade. Yeah, it's just slightly darker. Milky Ocean. I was wondering if it was going to be similar to any of these. Kyoko looks to be pretty close, except it's got much more pink of an undertone in the color. And by contrast, the Monkey Head Nebula, the pink is actually in the shimmer itself. Wow, yeah, those are pretty close. But once again, the pink is actually in the color itself versus the shimmer in Monkey Head Nebula. Oh, this explains why I like Aquarii or Aquarius. I really do like this Tense Night Sky color by Ferris Wheel Press. Ghost Ship, it's pretty similar to Van Diemen's Ghost Ship, except the sheen here is more of a black and brown. This has more of a reddish sheen, a reddish brown. And that brownish sheen is a little bit less saturated. This is a warmer sheen than this one. So let's take a look at Cat's Eye Nebula. This is a bit more blue. The shimmer is kind of warming it up a bit. Oh, it was Pannonia. I thought it was Venta Inks. This is Pannonia Susmo. This is the color. This is the ink color that I was reminded of when I swatched Cat's Eye Nebula. Oh, there is a Venta Inks. Okay, yes. So maybe it was Venta Inks, Serena, that I was thinking of when I was swatching Cat's Eye Nebula. But there's also a Pannonia. Okay. Venta Inks, Peria. This is more of a bluish color. Very, very pale. Let's see about this color. All right, so California Teal is green next to Alpha Virgo. So is Diplomat Deep Green, much more green. Pelican Edelstein Jade, Mandarin Duck Nape, Bonhera, Shito. Parrotfish is quite nice. Caribbean. Wow, those are pretty similar. Very close. It seems that Alpha Virgo might be just a tad bit greener in comparison to Caribbean. Wayfarer is more blue and it's got that bluish purple shimmer. Yeah, Monteverde Ice Cookie. It's less saturated than the Virgo, which is making me like this Virgo more. Now that I see exactly how saturated it is, I really do like it. Blue Suede, that was the other color that I was thinking of. It's much more blue. Okay, Colorverse Alpha Aquarius. Just want to try this out. See the two of those next to each other. I wonder what it looks like next to Taj Mahal. It's definitely a deeper color than Taj Mahal. I would prefer Taj Mahal over Aquarius because this one actually still looks blue. This one is super duper dark. All right, so these are all of the colors from the June 2023 Ink Flight box. Now that I have seen and swatched these colors, it is time to make a decision on which inks I'm going to be adding to my June 2023 currently inked lineup. I think I'm gonna have to stick with 3 colors this time. I was preparing to add 2 ink colors, but I really want to try all 3 of these. I am absolutely loving the subtle purple in this color. I love how subtle it is. So this is probably going to go into Twisby. This is probably going to go into Twisby. We'll see how many I've got available at this point. And this is going to go in something else. I'm already thinking about uninking some pens. So I should not have too many still inked up by the end of the month. But these are going to be added for at least the next couple of weeks. And if all goes well, I will have 1 or all 3 of them still inked up until July's ink flight box. Let me make a comparison. I'm gonna have to remove Noodler's X Feather from this pen, and I'm going to ink it up with Platinum Carbon Black because this right here is becoming annoying. The line itself doesn't go away, but it does smear. So hopefully the lines won't budge with Carbon Platinum Black next month, and I will have a better idea of what these inks look like on Tomoe River and Midori papers. The ink color that it was most surprising for me was the Colorverse Cat's Eye Nebula. It is so beautiful, but it is so pale. Based on my previous experiences with Colorverse Don Juan, I am not going to test this one out in a fountain pen. I am really excited about using these 3 inks. I love how bold and crisp this color looks on paper. And I really do love how the shimmer complements these 2 colors. Going back to review everything that I received from this month's ink flight, it's a pretty good box. I would not have made the effort to purchase samples of these inks and try them on my own, but I really do appreciate how the ink flight subscription gives its subscribers this type of opportunity to try these new inks and to try out some new stationery items that I never would have considered. I think these are pretty cool. I just love how it snaps back together like that. Very well made, very structurally sound stationery item, very sustainably done. I'm just speechless with this thing. That nib just hurts my feelings. I have highlighted my 3 favorite inks in this batch, even though these are all lovely. These are my 3 favorites, the ones that I'm most excited to try. If you are an Ink Flight subscriber, which inks are you most excited about this month? And if you are not a subscriber, that's fine as well. If you've tried any of these inks, how was your experience with these inks or with any of these inks? Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.